Ford is working on an engine that has changed the way people look at smaller engines. It's called the EcoBoost engine. At first, many people didn't believe a small engine could make big power. But Ford proved everyone wrong. EcoBoost uses turbocharging and direct injection to give strong performance while also saving fuel, making it one of Ford's most important engine technologies in recent years. Ford has a long history of building powerful and reliable engines. From the classic V8S in Mustang and F-150 to the famous Ford GT engines, the company has always focused on performance. EcoBoost continues that legacy by bringing modern efficiency and power into today's cars and trucks. It shows how Ford is adapting to a world where engines need to be fast, strong, and fuel efficient at the same time. One of the biggest advantages of the EcoBoost engine is its efficiency. It burns fuel more precisely, creates less heat loss, and uses the turbo to get more power out of a smaller size. For example, the 2.3-liter EcoBoost can produce power similar to older V6 engines, and the 3.5-liter EcoBoost in the F-150 makes more torque than many V8s. Compared to older Ford engines like the Duratec or Triton 5.8S, EcoBoost delivers more power while using less fuel. EcoBoost engines also improve acceleration, towing ability, and overall driving performance. That's why Ford uses them in the Mustang, Ranger, Bronco, Explorer, and even high-performance models like the F-150 Raptor. The combination of turbocharging and lightweight design makes these engines strong, quick, and reliable for daily driving or heavy work. Ford's decision to push EcoBoost technology has changed the entire industry. Many companies now follow the same strategy: smaller engines, more technology, more efficiency, but Ford was one of the first to make it mainstream. Compare this to the engines Ford relied on before. Take the Duratec family, naturally aspirated and robust, but less efficient by today's standards. Or the Cyclone V6, which offered solid power but demanded displacement to do it. And then there's the Coyote 5.8, beloved by Mustang enthusiasts, a masterpiece of sound and strength, yet inevitably thirstier. EcoBoost flipped that philosophy. It achieved comparable torque, often even higher, through smart engineering rather than sheer volume. For instance, the 2.3 liters EcoBoost found in the Mustang produces around 310 horsepower and 350 pounds-feet of torque numbers that rival the older 4.6 liters V8S from the early 2000s. The difference? The EcoBoost weighs less, consumes less fuel, and emits far fewer pollutants. It's proof that technology can rewrite the rules of displacement. But Ford didn't stop at sports cars. The 3.5 liters EcoBoost V6 became a legend in its own right, powering the F-150, Explorer ST, and even the Ford GT supercar. When the F-150 switched from its traditional V8 to the twin-turbo EcoBoost, skeptics scoffed until they saw the results: better towing, faster acceleration, and significantly improved fuel economy. It was the kind of engineering that didn't just surprise critics, it won over purists. One of the most impressive versions is the high-output 3.5 liters EcoBoost, tuned specifically for the F-150 Raptor and the Ford GT. This engine makes upwards of 450 horsepower and over 500 pounds-feet of torque, all while maintaining efficiency levels a V8 simply couldn't match. It's an evolution of engineering philosophy: smaller size, smarter performance. And yet, the EcoBoost isn't just about numbers, it's about feel. Turbocharging used to come with lag and uneven response, but Ford's modern designs integrate twin-scroll turbo systems and lightweight internals to ensure instant power delivery. The torque curve is smooth, the acceleration relentless. What's fascinating is how Ford managed to make the EcoBoost scalable. The same principles apply whether it's powering a compact Fiesta or a Le Mans winning GT. That's a rare feat in engineering, a unified philosophy that spans across completely different vehicles. It shows how far Ford's control of turbocharging, cooling systems, and fuel management has come. And when you compare it to older Ford engines, the efficiency gains are dramatic. In Ford's global lineup, the EcoBoost has become more than just a name. It's a badge of innovation, an engineering signature that signals Ford's commitment to efficiency without sacrificing power. You'll find it everywhere: in rally cars carving through gravel at 200 kilometers per hour, in family crossovers carrying kids to school, in high-performance trucks like the Raptor, And even in endurance, racers built to run flat out for hours. Very few engine families in history have managed to spread across so many categories while keeping the same core philosophy. It's the kind of unifying technology that defines entire eras, just like the flathead V8 did in the 1,930 seconds, or the modular engine family did throughout the 90 seconds and early 2000s. But like all ambitious technologies, EcoBoost hasn't been without challenges. Turbocharged engines run hotter, work harder, and demand more precision than naturally aspirated designs. There can be turbo lag, higher intake temperatures, and long-term issues like carbon buildup. Yet Ford's approach has always been evolutionary, adjusting software calibrations, upgrading cooling systems, reinforcing internal components, redesigning fuel delivery, and constantly testing reliability across millions of real-world miles. It's not a perfect system, but it's one that steadily improves, generation after generation, model after model, proving that Ford is committed not just to performance, but to longevity and real-world durability that customers actually feel every day. Even as electric vehicles take center stage, Ford hasn't abandoned the EcoBoost mission. Instead, they've doubled down on refinement. Newer versions use mild hybrid systems to smooth acceleration and reduce load on the turbo. Electric assist turbos eliminate lag. Cylinder deactivation cuts consumption during highway cruising. And advanced thermal coatings help the engines withstand higher pressures with more efficiency. Ford's message is clear. Combustion isn't dying anytime soon. It's evolving into something smarter, cleaner, and more adaptable than ever before. And for enthusiasts who still love the feeling of an engine building boost, this evolution is something to appreciate. Because at its core, EcoBoost is more than metal and fuel. It's a philosophy. It represents Ford's refusal to settle, their determination to squeeze maximum performance from compact designs, and their belief that innovation and heritage don't have to exist on opposite sides of the road. EcoBoost is the bridge between Ford's roaring past and its electrified future. It's proof that you can chase efficiency without sacrificing the soul of an engine, even in an era dominated by battery packs and motors. From the Model T to the GT, from thunderous V8s to whispering turbos, Ford's story has always been about momentum, about pushing forward, improving, refining, and reshaping what's possible. The EcoBoost continues that legacy, one turbocharged revolution at a time. Whether it's powering a lightweight Fiesta ST, a rugged Bronco, or towing with an F-150, the philosophy stays the same. Big performance from small displacement, and engineering that adapts to whatever the world demands next. And as Ford pushes deeper into hybrid and electric development, the EcoBoost remains a reminder that innovation doesn't always mean replacing the past. Sometimes it means reimagining it. Ford has shown that there is still incredible potential left in combustion technology when you know how to harness it with modern engineering and smart design. So now the question goes to you. Has Ford found the perfect balance between power and efficiency? Or is the future destined to be fully electric? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear where you think Ford is heading next. And if you enjoyed this deeper look into the world of automotive engineering, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more.